For generations, we've been told to watch for the signs, but now the signs no longer whisper, they scream. Strange lights drift through the heavens, glowing orbs and silent crafts that move with a purpose beyond our comprehension. They are seen in every corner of the world, above cities, forests, oceans, and deserts. Governments no longer deny it. They confirm what they cannot explain. Objects that defy physics, technology we cannot match, something watches us, and no one knows why. Revelation speaks of signs in the heavens, of things that will cause fear and wonder, and the world stares upward in awe, asking questions no one can answer. A war was foretold in the heavens, a war that would rage unseen before the final days, and now the sky trembles with these mysteries while we look on in ignorance. But it does not stop there. Beneath our feet, the earth groans. Fires consume the forests that once brought us breath. The seas swallow whole cities. Earthquakes shake lands once stable, and volcanoes erupt with columns of smoke that turn day into night. We see rivers drying, lakes turning to dust, oceans poisoned with death. The waters grow bitter, just as Revelation warned, and the creatures of the sea wash ashore lifeless. The earth is a witness against us. It was written that the end would come not with one great catastrophe, but with many signs, each falling into place like a puzzle we can no longer ignore. We call it climate, we call it nature's wrath, but it is prophecy fulfilled. And as the earth groans, humanity tears itself apart. Wars rage, spilling innocent blood across lands already broken. Nation rises against nation, alliances fracture, and leaders wield power that could end all life with the press of a button. The rider on the red horse brings war, and he does not ride alone. Pestilence follows close behind. We thought we were untouchable until a virus brought the world to its knees. And now, new diseases emerge, darker, deadlier. Revelation spoke of these plagues, of suffering that would spread across the earth, and the pale horse rides ever onward. In the midst of this chaos, something else resists, something born of our own hands. Revelation tells us of a beast, of an image given breath, given life. For centuries, we saw it as metaphor. Now we see it as machines that walk, speak, and think. Artificial intelligence grows beyond control, creating worlds we cannot distinguish from reality. Robots mimic humanity so perfectly that they seem alive, and we trust them with our homes, our cities, our lives. But the image of the beast is more than metal. It is a systemon that watches, tracks, and controls. Digital currencies rise, making us dependent on invisible power. Without it, no one can buy or sell. Revelation warns of a mark on the hand or forehead.
China is about to launch one of the most revolutionary financial projects in the world.
They're not cryptocurrencies. They're not so-called stable coins. In effect, they are the national physical currency of a country, just represented in a digital form.
Eric Bethel is the former U.S. Executive Director of the World Bank.
Bitcoin near record highs, crossing 23,000.
He says while the world fixates on private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin,
but the digital yuan isn't a payment system, it's actual money.
Beijing is busy building a digital version of its own currency, the yuan, also known as the renminbi, to control its citizens and eventually threaten the dominance of the US dollar.
A mark of control, and we see its shadow in systems disguised as convenience. Slowly, quietly, it becomes unavoidable. Deception is its weapon, and already it works. Truth slips through our fingers, replaced by lies so convincing we no longer know the difference. AI generates voices, faces, and news that never happened. False prophets no longer stand in temples, they speak through screens, algorithms, and digital worlds. Revelation warned of a time when deception would lead even the faithful astray. This is that time.
Second youngest son. He's suggesting it came out of nowhere. What we subsequently learned is it may have come from the former president or his legal team acting in bad faith. This is a deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing. It took around 72 hours to create this example from scratch using extremely powerful GPU. It could be improved with more computing time, but 90% of people cannot tell the difference.
The beast does not force its power upon us. It seduces us with its promises. and humanity welcomes it willingly, blinded by progress, unable to see the trap closing around it. Look to the skies again, and the signs persist. The moon turns blood red. The sun darkens in eclipses that cast strange shadows on the earth. Lights appear, drifting silently through the clouds, defying explanation. They move with intent, impossible and undeniable. Ancient texts speak of watchers, of beings from the heavens, of signs foretelling great upheaval. What if the lights we see are not new but ancient, returning now as part of what was foretold? The world calls them UAPs. Some believe they are technology, others believe they are messengers. But perhaps they are both, part of the deception, part of the war between heaven and earth that Revelation laid bare. And all the while, humanity grows colder. Violence is celebrated, corruption rewarded, innocence lost. The line between good and evil fades until there is no line at all. People turn against one another. Faith is mocked, and believers are silenced. Revelation warned that in the final days, love would grow cold. We are seeing it now, in every act of cruelty, every indifference to suffering. Every moment, humanity chooses darkness over light. The signs are everywhere. We cannot call them coincidence. They are a pattern, a prophecy fulfilled in real time. Orbs fill the skies, the earth trembles, pestilence spreads, war consumes. Machines rise, and deception clouds the truth. Revelation told us this would happen. It is not the end yet, but it is the beginning. The beginning of judgment, of choice, of a time when the faithful must endure. The end does not come all at once. It builds, sign by sign, warning by warning. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear will know that these are not random events. They were written long ago, a map of the final days given to us as both a warning and a promise. Revelation does not end in despair. It ends with hope, with the coming of a new heaven and a new earth for those who endure. But the question remains, will we see the truth before it's too late? The signs are here, the time is now. And the choice, as it has always been, is ours.